Ladies and gentlemen, why is no one talking about this? Does our vote actually matter? Welcome to Head On with Michael. Today is vote day. I hope that everyone's gotten out to vote. Um, however, you decide to vote is how you decide to vote. And the most important thing is to. Now, everybody, you got the whole side saying your vote doesn't count. And I think a lot of us here who's voted a lot has seen this thing here in the last 5, 6, 7 years, um, complaining that the vote is rigged. Okay. Now, let me just say this, and this is my opinion. They will never, ever say or come to a conclusion that a vote was rigged. And the reason why they will not say that, or they will not come to that conclusion, is that if they ever do come to a conclusion, like let's just say they say this midterms are rigged. If they ever did, then what's going to happen is the trust in the people will go out the window. And if you're saying that one is rigged, you're going to have to go back to every vote, and say those are rigged. So if one ever gets proven that's rigged, then it's going to collapse the system like we've never seen before. Now, it is, as a citizen, the democratic process of our country or republic is the vote. That is what makes us a people. Now, I have good friends on both sides of this thing. I personally am independent, meaning that I'm going to cast my vote on who I think is the best person. And that is what I would call, some of us are saying, it's the lesser of two evils. I keep hearing that it's the lesser of two evils. I had a friend of mine today who gave a funny quote. So I'm going to see if I can quote it. He said, if you vote for Republicans, you won't go to hell. If you vote for the Democrats, you're going to stay in hell. So again, it is coming up here to whether or not is the lesser of two evils. But the main thing is, as a person, as a people, it is important for you to vote. And no matter how you think it is your duty as an American citizen, as someone who is involved in the process around you. And so not voting really just says, I don't care what they do. And that's what it really means. I don't care what they do. Now, to a point, their point brings up my point. And again, this is my opinion, is you're on your own, kid. You are on your own. Each individual is on our own. And we are all put into a place where we have to react. So whatever is coming to us, we have to react. Now, here in the coming month, in the coming next 3 years, we are going to see the face of the system of the world completely change. This is my prediction. And I want you to be aware of it. This is why I am saying to you that you must prepare for whatever is to come. And where they hit us is food and energy. Now, it's interesting. They never based inflation on food prices. If you were listening to me the other day, I was saying A case of eggs is for 60 at Walmart is $21 now. It used to be $1.50 for a dozen eggs. I predict the day will come because they are eliminating chickens because of the flu, the chicken flu, whatever they call it. And what they're doing is they're going to these farmers and they're finding this disease and they're telling them, kill all your chickens. They may have 1 million of them. And we'll pay you. We'll pay you. If not, you don't make anything because we won't allow you to put it on the market. So the same thing is with beef. Now, you may not be a meat eater, but you have to judge how inflation is by looking at meat. $69.99 a pound. This is in California, Southern California. So you're the one who has to decide on what you want to do. Now, I always tell you on Wednesdays, most of the grocery stores have their sales. I went to the store last night and my savings was $70. When you buy something, you see it on sale, the receipt comes up and it shows you how much savings. And last night it was $70 I saved. So mostly everything that I bought was all 50% off or more. And this is meat and chicken and everything. You know, I have, because one day, if you're the one prepping, one day somebody's going to need you. So you're going to have to just put away food for yourself. You may have to put food away for your loved ones. And so no matter what, if you look, if you dig into the details, you will actually have an ability, if you start shopping, prepping, just putting a few things away. You don't have to put away everything. I spent $60 and saved $70. So that's $130, $70 off of that. And so this is where you got to be smart. This is where you have to really, really be smart. Now, I live in the great state of Arizona. And of course, you've probably already heard nationally that our governor race with Kari Lake and Katie Hobbs, again, 2 women. Okay. You know, there's equality out here. Okay. To have 2 women. I don't remember seeing 2 women run for such a high office at the same time. Now, I'm sure it happens, but here in Arizona, this is an incredible thing. Katie Hobbs is a Democrat. She is the attorney general of the state. Kari Hobbs came out of the media. She was 27 years here as an anchor person on the news. And so this is causing this huge disruption. So now the Secretary of State comes out already and says, who Katie Hobbs is, that there's going to be a discrepancy. They're going to challenge the election. So wherever you're at, just remember this. You're going to see a lot of suits. You're going to see a lot of court dates. You're going to see everybody's claws come out on this. So what's important, though, is that you express where you think you want this country to go into. And I think that it is so important that this day we pay attention to. I believe this will be the most voted midterm in the history of our country, similar to the vote for the president 2 years ago. I think Biden got 85 million, Trump got 81. Expect these to be close, all of them. I would not be surprised if 90% of all the elections come down to just a few votes. So I want to thank you for listening in here now and listening a little bit later. I will be back again where we'll be discussing how everything turns out. So until that time, head on with Michael, head on and keep your head